Turn up my phone, otherwise somebody can have it. We're live now. Welcome to Saturday night. Steve and I are down here at the building doing our usual Saturday night thing of checking to see what got hit by lightning and what's been changed and such. Pray for our wives and our families. I'm not really sure they love us as much as they should, but anyways, we're down here again. This past week we lost the router. It's kind of died, we think, from lightning, one of the lightning storms. It's what problem was with Wednesday night's class and probably Sunday morning's live stream. We seem to have that fixed. We've also upgraded our internet so we can stream out faster. We're 200/10. We're measuring about 160/16. Those are the technical numbers that you probably don't really need, but for transparency, there it is. So we're down here checking the camera, checking the IP settings, stuff like that. It seems to be going good. We're going to work on the zoom. So I'm on the right-hand side of the screen with the yellow tape. Keep Mike and Matt from falling off the screen. Looks okay on the right side? And there's the left side. Looks good. Okay. We got the camera kind of temporarily set up on a tripod. I say temporarily. I don't know how long that'll be, but right now that works. Changes back and forth for Wednesday nights and stuff. I'm going to run through announcements real quick. Since we try to keep that short for Sunday morning. Short for Sunday morning. Long on Saturday night. I've kind of patched through Sue's announcement slides, and we've made something a little different. So welcome to North Brevard Church of Christ. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have worship services here in the building at 9 and 11:30 a.m. It'll also be live streamed, we hope, right? We hope. Okay, it should be. It'll be live streamed on Facebook Live on our external page. That's Facebook/North Brevard C of C, I think. It's also on our YouTube channel. Links to both of those are on our website, northbrevardchurchofchrist.org. You can find the links on there for both of those. You're probably in tune with that. It's been happening for a while. Tomorrow. That's Sunday. Mike is preaching, not Matt as scheduled. It will be Mike. We made a quick change this week. Anyways, Mike is going to preach. He is going to preach on your faith and coronavirus. Your faith and coronavirus. Ironically, I've read enough dystopian literature to know that I can also see a bunch of possible dystopian plots in that. Not really, but it would write some nice books. So my faith in coronavirus is what the sermon tomorrow is. We have a sign-up genius like usual. Go ahead and help with that if you don't mind. Help our social distancing and stuff. I think a little while ago I looked and we're expecting about 25 at 9 o'clock. Probably about 15 at 11:30 right now. Huh? That's way down. It's way on the right, the master volume. There you go. There's your master volume. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, our numbers right now, the sign-ups are a little bit lower than normal, which is good. That's okay. But anyways, that's on there. This week's password is JesusVan0712. Why not the Jesus Van? It's part of us. Please consider your health. Please consider your safety. We all know the virus numbers are up. You can see that on the news and such. What the real numbers are and all the data stuff, that's a whole mystery that we won't get into. But it seems to be up. It is out there. If you think maybe I ought to stay home, that maybe means yes, I should stay home. Might even consider yourself. Look at yourself with a red, yellow, green status. Green being I'm okay to be around people. I'm okay to shake hands, hug. You know, I feel okay doing that and safe doing that. Yellow being, if I keep my distance and everybody else keeps their distance. Red, you know, I really ought to stay home because I have an underlying condition that if I caught this, it will be detrimental to my health. Consider that with coming tomorrow. Where would you find that? where would you find yourself? Also, consider your own health status. You're not feeling well, you got a cough, you're sick, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Stay home. Okay? We have some people who are probably in the red who think they're green. So, if you're not feeling well, stay home. We're not taking attendance, I promise. God knows your heart. God knows where you're at. Go for that. If you need to stay home, stay home. But anyways, Sign Up Genius Online, if you can, that helps us balance the load. It helps us to see how many people are kind of coming so we don't get way too many at one time. We like to keep our numbers below 50 in the building at any one given time. Worship recordings, like I said, they're going to be on Facebook Live. They're also going to be on YouTube. Those will stay on there after the services. We also have CDs and DVDs for those who don't use the internet. The podcast, I still upload that. Typically, I'll upload that hopefully between services, but it might be Monday morning when I get back to work. I like the podcast. I tune into that on my truck. I can listen to sermon and stuff at a pace that I'm interested in listening to it. Sometimes here we get too involved with the technical details of running the sound and video, we miss it. So that's what it's there. I like the podcast, and I know some others use it too. It's been asked before, what about picking up communion if we're staying home, or pick up a bulletin? What if I want to drop off my contribution? Well, I just want to say hi. A really good time. If you don't want to come for worship services, you don't feel safe with that, but you have one of these other needs or stuff, come by 8:30 to 8:50, okay? Closer to 8:30, there's like nobody here. I'm here. Steve's here. Probably Mike and Sue. There might be just a couple people here setting up. Come by if you need communion, you want to drop off contribution. That's a good time. Also, between 10 and like 11:20. There's a handful of us that stay through the whole thing. Usually we're trying to cut CDs and DVDs, upload, but somebody's here. If you'd like to do that, if you don't see anybody on the porch, because it's what, same temperature as the sun outside, beep your horn 3 times. If it's not worship time, we'll bring communion. We got the little cups and stuff. We'll bring those out to you. So anyways, that's there for those who need it. Wednesday night, we got the live video class. It was supposed to be live last week. It didn't work out so live. Mike's been good about putting questions out ahead of time that you can answer, and he can use those in the class. That worked out really well. We already had some stuff done. Interactive, it should be that as he asks questions, you should be able to interact through either YouTube or Facebook through the comments, and we can interact with Mike, and he can answer or reflect those comments. So this Wednesday night, we're still planning on doing it. It's part of the Your Faith in Coronavirus study that he will begin a new study this Sunday morning. We're looking at individuals and the prophets in the Old Testament is what we'll be looking at. Ladies have an outdoor lunch, 11 o'clock on Wednesday. Bring your own sandwich, bring your own lawn chair, bring a sense of fun, bring your, so bring a sandwich and a lawn chair. So they usually do it out back. If it's raining, they'll do it on the porch. They get plenty of social distancing. Here it's a good thing, so join up if that's your thing. Food pantry. Food pantry, we've been doing drive-through. Right now we're closed. We're not doing the food pantry right now for a couple of reasons. One is we're low stock. One is the amount of help we have. Quite honestly, we're reaching out to the public. Sometimes it's not always, it's an undetermined, it's a mystery of what it's not a situation that most of us work with as far as the known and the unknown. The cupboards are bare. You've seen this. We're collecting food here. We've had a good turnout of food. We have a lot of food that's come in. If you want to drop off food sometime, Sunday morning between services, that's a good time to do it. Wednesday nights, I know Wednesday at 11 when the ladies are here, if you have food here on the porch or something at that time, they'll bring it in. Same thing Wednesday night, if you're here before, food's here before 7, we'll bring it in at the same time. Of course, seems like Saturday nights when I'm here, so we're also doing that. Thank you for your donations of food, money, and time. If you can help when the pantry reopens, talk to William. Talk to William anyways. He really likes phone calls. Good luck on getting off the phone with him in less than a half hour, okay? Give William a call. Talk for a long time. He likes that kind of thing. So seriously, William does a great job with that. He's the guy to talk to if you can help. Outdoor resale store truck. is coming on Tuesday, July 21st. That's 10 days from today. We have stuff in the fellowship room. We have already people have been bringing stuff in while the building's been closed. We have a good amount of stuff. Bring in other stuff. The funds for this will support the Outdoor Children's Home. They don't want electronics. Why? Because if it don't work, they can't fix it. They can't fix it affordably. They also want to make sure that it's things that can be resold. If it's stuff that you think, oh, I ought to throw this out, but maybe it's worth $1, go ahead and throw it out. Go. Time out. Okay. Still live though? All right. We're changing some settings just to change them. We're going to come back. Anyway, so the Mountdora store, make sure it's sellable stuff. They've probably got a limited amount of space that they can display items. So the better it is for them. Regularly, if I go up here to the dump, Space Mountain up here, I will run into the SPCA thrift shop or the Norfolk Bar sharing centers with their trucks. They have the same problem. They get way more donations of stuff that they can't sell, and they end up tossing it. So, if it's sellable, bring it in. That'd be a great thing. The more the merrier. They're making a 90-minute trip here and 90-minute trip back. We'd like to make it worth their while. There's already some good stuff back there, so bring that stuff if you can. Ready for the next slide? Oh, you can stop streaming? Okay. All right, we're going to stop streaming.